Hello, hello, hello. We are back. You are back. We are back. This is your mind speaking, but speaking in my voice. And I am telling you to keep going because this is episode 9. It's called The Marathon of Life. Life is a big marathon. I am on lap 36. Laps take hella long. They take 365 days to just get one lap done. That's a long time. And before we go into what I'm talking about, we will say thank you for making it to episode 9. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for continuing to listen to me. If you turn me on and turn me off instantly, thank you for that too. If you turn me on, and take the volume all the way down because you're like, I don't want to hear K-Mel, but I'm gonna just give him like a stream on his podcast. Thank you so much for that too, because that's still help. It would help more to communicate. But like I said, if you don't want to communicate, that's all good. You probably got hella shit going on. That's why these episodes are not that long. And that's why there's no video in my first season. Because I want to just focus on the words. And a part of you just focusing on the words is you not seeing me, but only hearing me. I believe that's true. I want to have some video. And when the time is right, I will have some video. And then you will be, even more excited to tune in because then you will see me and you'll be like, oh shit, look at K-Mel. Oh my God. I don't want to tease with too much of that right now. But anywho, we're going to get into talking about the sponsors, myself, my free will, my choices, my mind, my brain, my body. Water, coffee. I just had a shake. Shout out to sports season. It is the season that every sport is happening right now. What do I mean? Basketball is just starting. Baseball is in the playoffs. Hockey is starting. Soccer is going because soccer goes all time. We're still in the beginning of football. Every major sport is going on right now. There will not be a night, where there's no sports on. So shout out to that. All right. What are we talking about today? The marathon of life. And how this all connects together because, hey, people can have reasons for, what they are putting out there, what they are proposing. But so far, my material is supposed to connect. So, love, the evolution of your hobbies, the relationship umbrella, and the relationships that you continue to grow with. Romantic relationships, maybe the ones that you've learned good and bad things from. Sex, it's great, right? Maybe you're one of those people, that haven't had casual sex before because you've been in a relationship your whole life and you just want to try it out, because you hear it's cool and you just want to do it safely. Or maybe you're somebody who has done that all their life and you're like, I want something real. Maybe you're in and out of the two. Infidelity and honesty, and how great it is to just be honest with people and not do bad things, like lie and cheat and disrespect people in any ways. Doesn't even have to be romantically or sexually. Why? Because this comes around to memories that are always stuck in our mind, which reinforce or emphasize our actions, which trigger us, which keep bad memories in our brains. And we may see a flag that's not even shit, it might not even be any color. It might be a see-through flag. But you see this flag as a red flag and you're like, nope, can't do that. And like I said, it's not even a red flag. It's just the outline of a flag. You're like, oh shit. And this person's like the other person, that's not even doing anything wrong. And they're like, oh my God. But they didn't know that were triggered by Diet 7 Up. Because this past person bought you Diet 7 Up and, they broke your heart. And this new person was like, hey, I wanted to surprise you. I brought you flowers and a Diet 7 Up. And you're like, nope, can't do it. Because Tom had Diet 7 Up on his desk, while he was messing around with his secretary at work. You're like, hey, Mel, what is this story talking about? You're going crazy. But it actually makes sense because it's like a movie. Like, yeah, how do you think people think about this shit in their movies that they make? Because these are like true stories that really happen. It's stuff that's stuck in their minds, and then they write about it, and they put that out. Shout out to Tyler Perry. He made a living off doing that. That's hella funny. But in this marathon of life, I just wanted to first say shout out to you. Because I think some people that I know are listening to this. And there might be people that I don't know that are listening to this. But if I know you, and I've known you for a long time, and I still know you now, and we still have a great relationship, I'm grateful for that. You have helped me in my marathon of life, and maybe I've helped you in some way. If you're a person that I haven't known for a long time, but maybe we're just getting to know each other, shout out to you. Because my newfound actions, from being the person I didn't want to be in my quote unquote past life to being the person I want to be in my current life, I'm getting to try that shit out on you. And it's not like an experiment, to where I think like, oh shit, this shit may not work. It's like, no, I'm trying it out because I know it'll work and this is who I am now. And I'm, giving you my honest honesty. And you're like, damn, this guy Kamel is super honest with me. I think I like it. And I'm like, yeah, it could be worse. I could be not honest with you at all, and that would be terrible. And you're like, yeah, that is true. I definitely respect you. I've heard that from some people I know, whether it's been friendship, slightly romantic whole relationships, to where it's like, thank you, for just being honest with me. I think in this marathon of life, we can help people so much with being so honest. And I do give extreme examples. Racist people help me. Why? Because, they're honest, about being racist and about not liking, me and my people. And I'm like, thank you. That really just helps me to stay away from you. You're like, damn, that is an extreme. And you're like, what about the people that don't tell you, how they really feel and aren't honest with you on this marathon? And I was thinking about this today, because I was born on June 29th. I have a June 29th friend. Shout out to my June 29th friend, Sanit. She was also born on June 29th. Also met this dental hygienist that took my x-rays. She was born on June 29th. She was super nice. So if you are in tune or believe in your astrology, June 29th people are hella nice. I believe, because this is, something that I've noticed about myself, I don't assume, like bad things about people until that person has made it a fact. So I'll meet somebody and I'll be like, man, my homie Tom, that's my dog, bro. And the person I'm talking to will be like, when did you meet Tom? And I'm like, I just met him yesterday at 7-Eleven. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, Tom's a great person, really great person. They're like, what? You just met this person yesterday? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I mean, this person was great in the moment. Why would I assume anything bad about them? We haven't spent that much time uh, together. Or maybe I'll never see this person again. But from those memories, from these feelings in my mind, from the facts that are left in my mind, my homie, fictitious Tom, that I met at 7-Eleven, great person, right? I don't have time to assume bad parts about people. That doesn't mean I'm naive. That doesn't mean I get taken advantage of, because I don't. Because people don't really want to fight me. For real, for real. But not for real. I haven't been in an almost fight in years. Why? Because it's the energy. It's the things you think in your mind. It's how you carry yourself in places where you go. Fights start somewhere. If there's two people and a fight start, it had to start somewhere. It had to start in somebody's mind. It had to start with somebody's actions. We can put in the variables of alcohol and things like that. Had to start somewhere. So yeah, with that said, I believe you can bring peace to the world with your mindset, with your actions. I said this before. You may know me, and you may know that I can talk a lot, depending on if we're having a conversation with each other, depending on who you are. I also may not talk a lot because, like I said, I think things are very simple, deeply simple, and simply deep. To where in this marathon of life, we're all here, right? You're listening to me. You're definitely here. We're all alive, right? You can pinch yourself, touch yourself. You're definitely alive. You're not going to attempt to kill yourself to be like, oh, let me test, this life out and see if it's a simulation. You're like, nah, like maybe I believe that, but I'm not trying to find out right now. So I'm just going to stay alive. So you're here and you're alive. Everything costs money, right? You're either working, you're jugging, on the side trying to make money. You're either working a legit job and you're jugging illegally on the side. You're doing whatever you have to do to make money. Why? Because everything costs money. So you're alive, you're here, you got to make money. And you have to interact with other people. Unless, like I said in the earlier episode, you live in an island. Man, just text me. Hey, if you have something to tell me, I love you so much. It would be so much faster to just text me instead of calling me, because I'll get back faster to you if you just text me. It's just so easy to text. And I said that. Oh, I'm about to text this dude back right now. But yeah, that's just being honest about how you feel, right? With people. Like, hey, bro, just text me. I'm recording right now. I'm in the studio. That's hella funny. But yeah, like I said, dang, what did I say? Oh, you have to interact with people. You have to interact with people at work. You have to interact with people at the grocery store. You have to interact with people at Starbucks. Maybe somebody messed up your order. I ordered a small white mocha, and they gave me a medium dark mocha. And I don't really like chocolate. And I could take this and be like, God damn you, and just throw the drink at them. Hot coffee all on their face. But then I'm like, nah, don't do that. One, I didn't even think of doing that. But I know there's somebody that might, because they're hella mad in the morning on the way to work. And I totally understand. But in that moment, you can just stop and think about yourself and about other people. Why? Because what could happen? I could throw this hot drink back on the barista. Bush! Her skin is just, burning crazy because I just threw hot chocolate on her and I'm hella mad. And then, she puts a case on me and then I'm in jail for, action I did that was really only like a small 30 seconds of my life. And then maybe I burned her arm in her face. And then, I did some shit that, she has to live with for the rest of her life. And we're both fucked. Because maybe they gave me 5 years in jail. I don't know. This is a terrible situation, right? That could be avoided by staying calm. And this is something I believe is important in the marathon of life. Shout out to my homie Sal. I've known him for heck long. I'm about to text him back. Oh, shit. I'm sending him this text. I'm recording a podcast right now, and I'm talking about how I'm texting you back, and yes, sir, will hit you tomorrow. He may be listening to this episode and be like, damn, that's hella cool. He just shouted me out. Maybe not. Maybe you were listening to that and you're like, hey, Mel, why are you wasting my time? But am I really? I don't think so. Why? Because these are short episodes in your marathon of life. Hopefully to relax you and make you constantly remember that it will be okay, but also that you are in control. It's a peaceful competitiveness. You are the best player on your team in this one player game because you're the only person on your team. But you're not also the only person. You have family members, friends, lovers, whatever. But when you wake up in your morning, it all starts with you, right? Even if you wake up next to somebody, the love of your life, it still starts with you. Because you wake up and your brain is the thing that starts and completes your actions. You may have a kid that may run and jump on your bed. And in a way, it may start with them because they may activate your morning. I don't know what that feels like. One day I hope to. But it still starts with you because then you, choose how you react to that. Your kid may jump on you on accident, step on your pelvic bone, and you may be like, Timmy, and just throw him off the bed, because it hurts, and your child may get hurt. That would be fucked up, right? Actions in this marathon of life, you don't want to do that. So as a parent, you just got to take the pain. Your girlfriend may have woke up hella early, and then she runs back to the bed and just jumps on the bed and jumps on you in the same way. And you're like, it hurts so bad. But, you don't want to start the morning off wrong because, she was loving and she was just being playful. And you just got to run with those punches, even though that shit hurt. And you're like, ow, please don't do that again. But I love you more than I did yesterday. And I'll love you even more if you never do that again, please. Fire, right? This is all about the marathon of life, like I keep saying. And I believe in this marathon of life, a constant understanding, an acceptance of constant understanding is very important. What happened yesterday happened. What's happening now is happening. What's going to happen tomorrow hasn't happened yet. It can be changed because I can be like, okay, I'm going to wake up in Sacramento tomorrow. Or I could just be like, oh shit, I'm about to get out of here. I want to go to the Bay Area. I can, change the future. I can do different things, towards my career. I can tell my loved ones different things. But the one thing I do have to know is that I am not the only one here. Even though, everything starts with me. Everything that I put out starts with me. I am not the only one here. So I can influence people in good or in bad ways. And I never want to influence people in a bad way. I know my nephew might be listening to this, So the way I talk around some of my friends is not the way I talk on here or the way I talk in front of him. Because I don't want him to pick up bad habits, I might say something. He might be like, oh, that's cool to say because K-Mel said it once. He's still young. He's still 13. It's not like, oh, we're adults and, I talk at work this way and I talk at home this way and I talk on the phone this different way. It's like, no, no, no. He's still developing. But yeah, the marathon of life. I keep saying that. That sounds like an album title. It really sounds like a Nipsey Hussle album title. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Um, how do you feel on your marathon of life? Do you feel like you've accomplished things? Do you feel like you've accomplished what you've wanted to accomplish? Do you feel like your list of things you want to accomplish keeps growing and growing and growing? If so, that's good. They always say as you reach different levels, open up. It's just like a video game, but this is real life. You were Super Mario, you beat level 1 and there's level 2. But the thing is, after 10 years of your life, you don't reach Bowser. It just goes on to number 11. And life may seem uneventful because, you haven't fought a big reptile. And you're like, damn, where's this big reptile that I'm supposed to fight for my girlfriend? And you're like, damn, life is so boring. I just go to work and, do things every day. But you have the power to make this marathon very eventful. I may have talked about it before, but I went on my first solo vacation earlier this year. It feels like yesterday, but it was just really a few months ago. And it was so exhilarating. It expanded my mind because that's the first time I went on a solo vacation to another country. And I can't wait to do it again. There's things I will elaborate on, like when I, go on another vacation. There's new things I want to try. Probably more time I want to spend, planning and being alone. Relationship vacations are fire. This is a cool thing about experience in the marathon of life because you'll know exactly what you like and what you're really into. I've been on romantic relationship trips, with my girlfriend at the time. I've been on group trips, vacations with the homies. It's like a group of 10 people. And we're all just chilling out, having fun, partying, hanging out at the beach. And I've been on solo vacation by myself. And I love all three. I'm not here to say that, oh shit, I'm never going to do this one again. It's like, no, I want to go on future trips with my girlfriend. Also want to go on future trips with my homies. Also want to go on future trips by myself. But I couldn't say, any of those things with certainty unless I had the experience. So shout out to experience. I believe if you want to experience things, that you're curious about, do research on them. And go for it. You have a computer, you have a device. If you're listening to me, you definitely do. So the, node for research is right at your hands. It may be right in front of you. You may be at a desktop computer. You may be at a laptop. Either way. Like I said, the node is right in front of you for you to connect with the rest of the world and find out the things that you want to in this marathon. Building a new career avenue, taking a class. Everything is at your fingertips in this marathon of life. And what connects with that to keep you going longer on this marathon? Health. Health is wealth. People say it all the time. My workout regimen is going to be different from your workout regimen because we are not the same person. I am not a person that works out a lot, but my workouts are very beneficial. I try to do 500 push-ups a day. I play soccer. I have a full game of soccer every weekend on Sunday, which is an hour. And I usually play a lot. So just picture me running around in the midfield for a good 40 minutes. And if you know anything about football, if you play in the midfield, you run a lot. You're not just back, you're not just forward, you're pretty much forward and back. I do not go to a gym. I do have weights at home. One time when I was learning in school, before I picked my major, I had chosen computer science because I wanted to see what that's like. And I did pick up something very beneficial from computer science, even though I did not finish the computer science program. And that phrase was bullshit in, bullshit out, which connects with input and output. This connects with the previous episode of The Mind. If you put bullshit in, you will get bullshit out, as in learning about things that are terrible for you. You might exhibit those habits. Eating terrible food. You'll probably shit out terrible food, and it probably won't feel good. What they were talking about is computer code. Putting in terrible computer code will get out, bad computer readings. I thought that was very simple, but very profound. Simply deep, deeply simple. I was like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. Even if I don't finish this program, which I didn't, I was like, okay, at least I got something out of this. And that stuck with me for a long time. I think about these things every day when I wake up. And there are some days where I, just do nothing and relax, but it's not many. I feel like one day of doing that feels good, but more than that is a lot, unless I'm on vacation, because there's only 7 days in a week, and I work for 5 of those. So, one day of nothing leisure is fire, but too many in a row feels unproductive for me. But that's just me. Like I always say, do whatever you want on this marathon of life. Shout out to the marathon. Shout out to you for listening. Shout out to you having a mind. Questions for kmail@gmail.com. If on episode 12 you want me to read, react to, answer any of your questions, like I said, anonymous or not anonymous, however you choose. You could want me to just say something that you said because you just want to hear it in my voice. And I'm down for that too. We can go half and half on the royalties. It is what it is. If there are any things that you feel on your marathon of life that may be helpful for me that I didn't talk about, which are the basic things like health and understanding and the way you treat people and your actions, and connecting back, your past actions that, lead to how you're going to act when going forward. Maybe you feel like you're still doing bad and you want to get out of this rut, or this constant, chain of bad actions. And you're like, how can I do this? Discipline, yo. Discipline is very important. Discipline is so important and so hard that we know what we should be doing. But sometimes we just don't do it. With a small lack of discipline. That's something I thought was very important, and I learned in my life. And I pass that on to you with whatever you're doing. You may not need discipline. I don't know what you're doing in your life. You may be doing something where discipline is not important to you. And it's all good. I wish you the very best. But I feel like in 99.9 people's lives, discipline is very important. So with that said, we all are ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Shout out to John Legend. I think I know which way to go. But there are little veers off of that path and then back on, but it's still the same path. We're all just adding to that lifelong path, which is what? Drum roll, please. The marathon of life. Thank you very much for listening to this episode. Episode 10 will be coming soon. Like always, episode 10 will be titled, Are There Objective Wrongs? It's something I've touched on before, but never really just tackled or fully talked about. But if you've talked to me, you know how I feel. Or if you've listened to any of my music, you will probably know how I feel. That song, The Bigger Man Subjectively, or just other, get dunked on. He missed the dunk. You can tell I'm watching basketball right now. Shout out to Basketball is Back. But yeah, if you want to listen to any of K-Mel's music, Kaimel space RULE, search it on Google, search it on Spotify, search it on Apple Music. I'm going to make some more tunes this year. The tunes that I have made, I love them. And I just put them out because it was something that I wanted to do. I've always thought about that, like in my earlier life. I'm like, man, like after I graduate or before I graduate, I want to put out some music. Things that we want to do for ourselves, that lift ourselves and enrich ourselves. It's like gifts that we're giving to the world. That's why I love being creative gifts that we give to the world. So yes, shout out to you. If you're working on any creative projects outside of your work, maybe you don't work a creative job, but if you're working on creative projects outside of that, shout out to you. Put those out. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself on this marathon of life. Shout out to you. Thank you for listening. I will talk to you soon. Peace.